Reading is for nerds. I'm more into badass shit like video games. That's why I played this video game instead of reading a book. I haven't read a book in years. Ever since I had a GameCube back in the day, before EA and Nintendo were hand in hand towing the line for Satan, I always wanted to play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It looked vibrant and fun and colourful. It was right up my Diagon alley. Finally, as a big man adult, I have a job now and I can buy my own games, Dad. And I bought it and I play it all by myself. So it starts out with a cutscene with Harry and Ron in the flying car returning home to Ron's house. And Ron's mum yells at them all, except Harry, of course.
Oh, get outside and start denoming. I've had it up to here with all of you. Except you, of course, Harry. I'm not cross with you.
The animations here are top notch with pretty good voice acting as well. So the first task that you are tasked to do in the game is de-gnome the garden. Gnomes are a problem in the Harry Potter universe. You do this using the first spell you learn, Flipendo, to stun them, and then you pick them up and spin them around and you throw them at targets in the yard. Sounds kinda cruel. Ron immediately judges your poor aim. Well, mine.
That was rubbish!
Well, I've found a new sound alert for my streams that my chat can abuse me with. So basically you're in Ron's house for the first part of the game. It's kind of the tutorial, and you use Flipendo against the washing machine. Learn about chocolate frogs, which heal you, and you learn about your Remember All, which is basically your quest list in the pause menu. Of course, the Birdie Bots every flavor beans, which enemies drop and you find throughout the Hogwarts castle later on. So once you finish your quests in your Remember All, you can just end the day as is, or you can just continue to explore. But there isn't much else to do unless you want to find more beans or chocolate frogs or whatever, or wizard cards. I wish I had that for work. You know, you could just end the day. Does it ever feel like time just keeps just going? After each day, your house points are added to or deducted from, depending on your performance during the day, if you got caught by a prefect, for example. I didn't really see the point in that. Much like high school and real life, I didn't really see the point in caring about doing well there, and my life turned out exactly the way I wanted it. So before you get to Hogwarts Castle, or Castle of Hugs, you go to Diagon Alley and you find Ginny's equipment, as well as your equipment, but she wants you to find her school equipment as well. Which, do it yourself, you lazy bint. You eventually head to Hogwarts, which is a castle in the sky. It's not in the sky. Don't lie to your viewers. But before you actually enter the school, you have to fight the Whomping Willow, you know, that crazy tree. And it's brutal, using boulders and the flying car to try and kill the little children. It's kind of cool. Once you're in Hogwarts Castle, the real game begins. The game itself follows the movie pretty well, although it expands out a bit. So inside the school, you go to class to learn new spells, and each spell you learn by going through this dungeon type thing, sort of like Zelda, except you're playing as a little boy with magical powers. Go through, solve the puzzles, fight these gargoyle things, and the spell is yours. Spells can be used in both combat and exploration. For example, Lumos is used to find secret doors inside walls, which aren't really secrets because inside walls is usually where you find doors. Throughout the game, you'll encounter opportunities to duel other students.
One's at the ready. When I count to 3.
Scared, Potter? You wish.
Utilizing combat skills and spells that you've learnt. These can be challenging and quite fun to do. Also, there are stealthy parts of the game where you have to sneak around prefects to get to your goal, or else you'll lose house points at the end of the day. Blah, 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 who cares? You can use luminous balloons to distract the prefects so you can find a way around them. This is useful for finding collectibles such as wizard cards, which is a collectible trading card game, I guess, in the on the universe of Harry Potter. But I didn't really bother. I don't bother with collectibles. They're just so... Who cares about it? These wizard cards have famous wizards. Although they can't be that famous, I didn't see Gandalf anywhere. But collecting these cards will increase your stamina. You'll also find those beans that I mentioned before, which you can use as currency to spend at the Weasley Twins shop to buy more wizard cards or stink pellets or other things that I didn't bother with.
How much is the Alahomora spellbook?
100 Bertie Bots every flavour beans.
Inflation's real, yo.
Loon holster. What does this cost?
20 Bertie Bots every flavour beans.
How much is this Bertie Bots beanbag?
20 Bertie Bots every flavour beans.
You don't have to say the whole thing every time. You can just say how many. Just say a number. All the characters that you love are in the game, but they're not voiced by the actual actors. But they all sound pretty close to the actual actors' voices, except Snape, which is the only character that kind of deviated from the original source material.
I will be speaking with Professor McGonagall later.
That tree did more damage to us than we...
Silence!
A one-off occurrence, I'm sure. Ron is also going to bed at like 2 p.m.
That was exhausting, Harry. I'm off to bed. See you later.
Always. Every day he goes to bed at 2 p.m. Is he depressed? Little notice board in the dorm room which contains side quests that you can do for little rewards. The platforming in the game is pretty well done. There is some jank, although it's mostly in the camera, but it's not too bad. So after doing some flying classes, you get to participate in Quidditch, which is pretty fun. Being Harry Potter, you are of course the Seeker, so your task is to basically chase the snitch and get it while dodging other players who are trying to whack you off the broom. Pretty violent.
Cool cats, taking all the cool back, taking all the cool back. She's a cool cat, she's a take it cool back, taking it all back. She
Meow.
cool cats.
Cutscenes play throughout the game that recreate the scenes from the movie. Kind of funny in this scene how Ron and Hermione just kind of leave after the conversation and leave Harry Potter alone in the girls' bathroom.
Well done, Harry. You did a great job. See you in the morning.
Night, Harry.
Anyway, after you've done with your tasks and Ron goes to bed before breakfast,
I'm off to bed.
you can end the day as well and sleep with Ron. It is fun exploring the castle, finding chests and those wizard cards. It's no Hogwarts Legacy in terms of scale, obviously, but if you're a Potterhead and you don't mind retro games, I think you should play this game. It's fun and the graphics are good, the music's good, the voice acting's good. It's definitely one of the best movie-based games, and it's definitely indicative of the time when EA used to actually put solid effort into a game. It gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Why? Because it's my channel. Subscribe. Well, sun's up. I'm going to bed. I hope you enjoyed the video.
That was rubbish. I'm going to bed.